Yeah, I think going into year end, I still like dollar stronger and yen weaker. So heading towards 115. I think the tax bill will still come through and add some momentum to the dollar. And I think risk sentiment still holds up into year end, and that supports a weaker yen.
And what about the euro? Do the prospects of the euro look dim after what's happening over in Germany and the coalition government?
Yes, I think today's news is certainly disappointing, and you're seeing that in the currency weakness.
Has that been factored in already into the currency?
I think so, especially from this morning's movement. But I think it is a short-term call, and I think a lot of it will come back to the monetary policy stance and the difference between the Fed and the ECB.
Okay.
How much of the dollar yen that you like, I mean dollar over the yen, is because of the interest rate increases in America and the lack of interest rate increases in Japan?
I think almost 100%. I think what happens in Japan usually gets ignored, and it is largely a dollar call or a U.S. economic outlook call.
But you think the dollar has already factored that interest rate increase in December?
I think the December one is 100% priced in almost. So I think it's about what's going to happen into next year. And I think as these top trades for 2018 come out, people tend to be a bit more optimistic about the dollar and the interest rate cycle. Okay. And I think people jump on that boat and push dollar yen higher.
Here is factoring 3 interest rate increases. How many rate increases are you factoring in for 2018?
Yes, so at SEB we also have 3 as well. But I think now you're getting slightly higher than 3. Some people come out with 4 or perhaps even 5. And so I think that puts up the dollar leg higher.
Okay, so see, David.
I know. Do you think it will change with a new Fed chairman?
I think, at least for the beginning, I don't think the expectations come up. If anything, the uncertainty goes up with the transition, and it might actually move the other way, very short term. But I think what we've seen with Powell, that I think he'll just continue with this gradual rate hikes next year.
What about sterling? I mean, a divorce bill pending, you know, I mean, things look very uncertain there as well in the UK. What's your outlook for sterling?
Yeah, so we still think that sterling it can get weaker from here. I think a lot of central banks globally wanted to kind of keep hiking interest rates or become hawkish and follow Fed, follow ECB, and I think BOE was one of them as well. But I think they're having much bigger problems than the rest of the world. So I think they're going to have to slow down their interest rate hike cycle. And in sterling, it's going to be it's more of a short from here.
So that's traditional currencies.
Yeah.
I'm really interested about Bitcoin because, I mean, we have seen Bitcoin tumble quite a bit. It's been a volatile, right, from 8,000 to 6,000. To what extent are you looking at, you know, the cryptocurrency?
I think officially we don't look at it, but of course when we go to meetings, it is a big topic of conversation, just because how much higher it's gotten. And, but I think we are a bit more concerned because when things go up very extremely high like this, it's more about what happens when it loses 50%.
Yes.
Because the investors usually go after somebody. And right now, in the end, the regulators and the governments end up responsible for any of the downturn